Hello, everyone. So, let's see here. Let's try something. I am here. I'm back. Didn't want that to happen. Okay, we're back regular now. But as I stated before, it's your girl Shay here, and we are going live all throughout the day today because it is the Shay Johnson live takeover. I am taking over USA Fibroids page, and as I stated before, I wanted to kind of walk you guys through my process, my daily process. When I had fibroids, it was really hard for me, and I ignored all of my symptoms, which I should not have done, but my situation got worse because I ignored my symptoms, meaning my fibroids grew, and because of that, I had minimum options. So they say. They told me my options were a myomectomy or hysterectomy. Do you want us to take your entire uterus out, or would you like to one day conceive a baby? That was my two options. And I said, so there's no other way to remove the fibroids? Keep in mind, come on, Lulu. That's my dog I'm walking. Keep in mind, uterine fibroid embolization was not an option for me. UFE was not an option for me. They never even mentioned it to me. So, like I said, I've always talked about, if I would have known of UFE, I probably would have went with that option immediately. But the doctors made it seem like I only had two options. So I was stuck in my situation, and I picked myomectomy. So I have a permanent scar. And I'm speaking on fibroids because I don't want you to be in the same situation that I'm in. Come on, pumpkin. I don't. I want you to know all of your options, because you do have more options than myomectomy or hysterectomy. UFE is a non-surgical procedure that you can have done in one day you're in, same day you're out. You can go back to work the next day, and they literally remove the fibroids without a surgery. So I'm like, why wasn't that an option for me? But anyhow, is there anyone on here who have fibroids or had fibroids? Sina, this is my friend. Actually, I'm going to talk to you. Let's see here. Good boy, Lulu. My daily routine is getting up, getting my smoothie, walking my dog, doing my exercise. Hey, girl.
Hi, friend.
You see me here? I'm taking over
I
USA
see.
Fibroids.
I see you. This is
I'm
a
just
good
trying to
thing.
bring awareness towards fibroids, because a lot of people I know never even heard of fibroids, and
That's true.
I got it. Have you ever had fibroids?
So that's crazy that you are bringing up this topic, and I heard you in the beginning say you weren't given or knew that there were multiple
Hold on, there's a plane.
options.
2 seconds. Come on, Lulu. There's a plane, and I want people to hear you, because I never asked you this question, because I didn't know
We
much about fibroids
even
at
though you
all.
were going through it, we never discussed it.
Hear me?
So my situation, what can I can hear you now. It kind of went
Okay.
out a little bit. But what
Okay.
I was gonna say is that I heard you in the beginning say that you weren't given the option. You knew you had it and you knew what was going on, but
Hmm.
you weren't given a lot of options.
No, I wasn't. Not
Um,
UFE. It was just two options for me, and the options were myomectomy or hysterectomy. So I'm like, either take my uterus out or cut all over it. That's my two options.
exactly. And that's crazy that those are the only options that you have. But to answer your question, yes, I had a history of that years ago, but the difference between me is that mine with me and your situation was that mine were very small. They wanted to monitor and watch them, and then I also got endometriosis in the
Oh,
process from the scar tissue and stuff. So I ended up having um, um, a laparoscopy where
a
they went
what?
in
What is that?
so they go in laparoscopic with the camera and with the tools to scrape your uterus and basically clean your insides. And from that, I got pregnant. So that what you said in the beginning, you were like, okay, well, I'm not trying to get pregnant, and these are my only options. I got pregnant, so it shrunk mine to
No,
less
I
than
wanted
one.
to have a baby. That's why I chose the myomectomy. I wanted to have
Exactly,
one day.
exactly. But
So
the
with this procedure you're referring to, they scrape your uterus to remove the fibroids?
they didn't remove the fibroids. They were removing scar tissue because I had clusters of cysts and fibroids and stuff like that, but mine were very small. So I didn't have to have a fibroid surgery for mine to be removed because they were so tiny that they wanted to watch them. And then they went away because I got pregnant. So they shrunk. And that's very common in pregnancy that they shrunk.
You know what's interesting? Every story I've heard with fibroids, very common in all cultures, it's always a different situation. Somebody I know had 54. I only had 4, but I had one that's the size of 2 grapefruits.
Which
You
is
had
big.
you had a cluster of cysts. You had endometriosis and fibroids. I just feel like it's time for women to come together. And if we bring enough awareness towards this issue, because right now it's a pandemic of fibroids. That's just
I
how
agree.
it's a pandemic of fibroids. And if we bring more awareness towards this situation, this pandemic, I think they'll do more research to figure out why it's happening.
Yeah, where is it coming from?
We don't know.
I never got that information. And you know, I come from a nursing background, but that's not something that I sat and said, like, okay, well, I have this going on. Let me research where do they feel like it comes from. That you're right. That is like never talked about. Where is it something that we're eating? Is it something that we're doing?
Well,
Where are they growing from?
that part I don't know. What I can say when I did my own research, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but it's common sense to research what's going on. It seems like estrogen plays a part with fibroids, as if the fibroids feeds off estrogen. So any foods that were high in estrogen, I stay away from. I completely changed my eating habit. You know me.
Yeah.
I eat salads and smoothies and vegetables all day. And I never
Oh, and
want.
let's not forget seaweed.
I'm on my way to get seaweed snacks from the grocery store.
Let's not forget your seaweed. I know, girl.
You can't go back to eating how you used to eat and using the products you used to use, because I feel like products. But this is so interesting. I'm so glad you spoke to me about this. And I would love for you to come to one of my fibroid events and bring awareness towards fibroids and let people know USA Fibroid Centers, they have a procedure. That's who I'm the face of. That's why we're on this live right now while I'm taking over. They have a procedure called UFC, uterine fibroid embolization, and they can remove your fibroids non-surgically.
Yep, I'm very familiar with it.
I'm trying to bring awareness to USA Fibroid Centers so women know you got another option, and they have locations all over the U.S.
Okay.
Locations everywhere. So absolutely. I want you to just help me bring awareness. I didn't know your situation was that bad. I wish you would have talked to me.
I know. We never talked about that.
We did.
Even when you were going through it, it was a long time ago for me. And then I ended up having children and mine kind of dissipated. So I just don't even think about it. But when I watch you go through it, I'm like, you know what? It's a lot. I have a lot of friends. I have a couple of friends that are on here right now. One of my girlfriends, hey boo, she actually had UFE, and sometimes they can come back.
Yeah, no, they come can, back. But I would rather, if my fibroids were to come back, and I've said this before, I'm definitely doing UFE. I would never want to go through that pain, that surgical pain of a myomectomy again. They cut my muscle.
You had a baby.
Guess what? They told me if I have a child,
you're going to have a C-section.
I can't conceive normally. That's not fair.
Yeah, you're going to have a C-section.
So it's like it's taking a part of you, and I don't like that. And I don't want women to feel the way I feel, so that's why I speak up and I speak out. I'm so happy you talked to me. We're doing a live takeover, you guys, and I know we're talking a little longer than normal, but this is my friend, and this is things that I wasn't aware of. So I'm just very surprised, but we'll be back for sure. Like I said, throughout the day, Shay Johnson is taking over live. Sina, I'm going to call you now. I need to talk to you. This is so sad. Like,
this is crazy.
We need to come together and bring more awareness to fibroids. Like, we need to help other women. Like, you guys, if you are having fibroid situations, you're having symptoms from pelvic pain, back pain, extended menstruals, any situation that's not normal with your menstrual, you need to get checked out. If you have clots coming out of you during your menstrual cycle, these are all symptoms of fibroids, which you could have. Do not ignore the signs. Don't ignore them. We're here to help you. And check out USA Fibroid Centers. Look at my dog's going crazy.
Hey,
But
baby.
check out USA Fibroid Centers. They can help you. And you do not have to have a myomectomy or a hysterectomy. That is not your only option. Now, if you wait and your fibroids get serious, which everybody don't have a serious case like you did.
Absolutely.
Or like I did. Sometimes they'll flow right through you. But don't wait. Go to the doctor, get checked out, and call USA Fibroid Centers. They can help you. Trust me, they got you. I'm about to call you now, Sina.
Call me, baby. Love you. Thanks, guys, for joining.
Bye.